possible hata waweze kuzungumza.
The National Cohesion and Integration Commission organized a two-day national conference dubbed the People's Conference to enable participants drawn from all over the country deliberate on the all-emotive question of ethnicity.
Thank you. That is the Kenyan.
It was the first conference of its kind where candid and frank discussions were expected on an issue that has often been blamed for chaos that have hit various parts of the country, the worst being the 2007-2008 post-election skirmishes.
Why is it that we cannot get along, and why is it that we always have problems with each other as far as ethnicity is concerned?
Are we truly a nation state? I tend to think that we are actually nothing but just a conglomeration of tribes and ethnic groups who pretend, yet we hate each other so much.
The discussants were more candid, with the all-important question being, are Kenyans driven by ethnic affiliations or the national good?
You cannot choose the days to be a nationalist and the days you retreat to the comfort of ethnic cocoons. Being Kenyan is a full-time commitment. This country needs citizens who are Kenyans all the time, not those who are vernacular Kenyans most of the time.
The government itself is the first and foremost problem when it comes to ethnic identity. When you look at people and insist on categorizing them, when you look at people's names and insist on asking them where they are from, what you're doing is creating an excuse for exclusion, not building inclusion.
Lack of ethnic equity while allocating opportunities in the public sector and the general distribution of the national cake were mentioned as a key trigger of ethnic tension, hostilities and suspicion among Kenyans. A recent audit of the public servants in various ministries and government agencies revealed huge disparities, with main ethnic groups in the country like the Kikuyu, Kalenjin, Luo, Meru and Luya enjoying the lion's share of public service jobs. Institutions of higher learning were also faulted for entrenching negative ethnicity.
Instead of having universities as melting point of national unity and cohesion, we're having them as incubators of ethnicity.
Campaigns to succeed President Mwai Kibaki are already gathering momentum, and according to the delegates attending the National Cohesion Conference, politicians are employing the old tactic of balkanizing the country along ethnic lines.
People compete along political party lines, not along ethnic lines. That we, people from this region, let us unite so that we can then unite with that other region. And then that other region, that gives us a bigger block to capture political power. It is primitive in extreme.
And you will notice that your tribe is irrelevant. Your religion is irrelevant. The region you come from is irrelevant. You will be judged on your own as to whether you meet the levels of and the standards of good leadership under Chapter 6.
The conference continues tomorrow as delegates deliberate on how Kenyans can uphold nationalism despite their ethnic diversity. The discourse in the conference is that ethnicity, after all, is not a bad thing. However, Kenyans must guard against divisive politics that could incite ethnic tension and in return trigger political violence like that witnessed in the 2007-2008 post-election violence. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.